Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us for this update from your coronavirus headquarters. I'm Jordan Fremstead. The President's daily briefings about what is happening with the coronavirus pandemic are going to change. Natalie Brand is at the White House, where today's briefing has already been canceled.
White House officials say the coronavirus task force briefings are undergoing changes.
They might have a new look to them, a new focus to them. We'll see. Don't want to get ahead of the announcements, but I would not read into that anything that we see them as negative, because in fact we think that they have been a very positive, helpful opportunity for the President to speak to the American people.
Aides and allies have advised the President to scale them back.
Unfortunately, some of the messaging has not been great. I mean, the mixed messaging, I've raised concerns multiple times about.
The President questioned the value of the briefings on Twitter this weekend, blaming the media for asking hostile questions, and said they are not worth the time and effort. CBS News has also confirmed the White House is expected to shift the focus of its messaging to the economy.
As it goes on, then the odds of a quick recovery go down. And so I'm heartened to see that states are beginning to open up and doing so safely, following our guidelines.
President Trump is scheduled to hold a video conference with governors this afternoon about their COVID-19 response and what the White House hopes will be an economic revival.
As we open up the economy in May and June, you will begin to see the economy bounce back in July, August, September.
The Small Business Administration is set to resume approving loans this morning as part of the Paycheck Protection Program. The government and banks are working through a large backlog of applications.
We have thousands of teammates who have been working for the last 3 weeks to help with our hundreds of thousands of applications.
Even with hundreds of billions of dollars in relief funds, economic advisors warn May's unemployment rate could be the highest America has seen since the Great Depression. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Now, with oil markets in the tank, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt is asking President Trump to declare the coronavirus an act of God. There's a glut of oil on the market, and declaring an act of God would allow producers to stop pumping oil without losing land leases. Here's a look at the cases across Minnesota. There are more than 3,800 infections with 286 deaths, but more than 1,800 people in the state are no longer needing isolation. In Winona County, a 14th person has died from the virus. At least 24 people have recovered. Just one case is being reported in Houston County. In Iowa, there are 72 cases in Allamakee County. At least 31 have recovered. 24 people have tested positive in Wenatchee County, with 6 recoveries. Across the state, there are more than 5,400 cases and 118 people have died. More than 2,000 people in the state have recovered. Although reported cases are starting to slow, local health officials are saying we may see a second wave in the fall. A variety of factors go into determining whether or not that could happen. One Mayo Clinic expert says it depends on how widespread the disease is at that point. Easing restrictions too early could cause another outbreak, and it's not recommended everything reopens at once. Increasing testing is another key factor, but nothing is certain right now.
All we could say is we're going to be more prepared than we were a couple of months ago. So right now we still don't have any FDA approved treatments. We're hoping by then that would be an issue of the past. I mean, things are moving at a fairly rapid pace.
Dabana says the fall is usually the time when other respiratory diseases, including the flu, hit a peak. Taking a look at coronavirus cases in Wisconsin, more than 5,900 people have tested positive for the virus. 272 have died. More than 2,600 people have recovered. That's about 45% of all cases being reported in the state. In area Wisconsin counties, there are no new cases to report at this time. La Crosse County is at 27 confirmed cases, and 26 of those people have recovered. There is a dangerous trend that doctors in our area are seeing as a result of the pandemic. According to health experts at Gunderson Health System, there has been a drop in the number of people going to the emergency room during the coronavirus outbreak, and some are coming in sicker because they waited longer to be seen. But they want you to know they can still handle emergencies as they always have.
We are still there, and we are still able to care for these patients in need of emergency services. And our 911 system is robust and able to care for these patients as well, with improved protocols for disinfecting the ambulances and the equipment and personal protective equipment the ambulance crews are using. So that it is safe for the patients that need emergency care to seek it out, and they will be cared for as they have before.
Dr. Eberlein also points out that if you need to go to the ER, COVID-19 patients are being isolated from non-COVID-19 patients, and hospital staff are consistently sanitizing all areas. While we are all stuck at home, now is a good time to try and relax and pass the time by yourself. A local wellness expert says creating a calm space around your house, inside or outside, could help reduce your chance of getting sick. Try to find a room with natural light and maybe bring in a chair, pillow, or yoga mat. Also, having plants or flowers in the room can help yourself relax.
Taking time for yourself can help provide calm to your day, help reduce stress levels, and doing so will help you to have more energy to continue on through this time when we're asked to stay at home more.
Bolin says if you're working from home, it's a good idea to have a designated space and schedule out your work day. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this coronavirus update, and you can always get the latest information anytime on our website at news8000.com or download our mobile app, and we hope to see you tonight at 5, 6, and 10. Take care.